All right, good morning, boys and girls. So today we will be learning about addition word problems. First, can anybody tell me what addition is? Yes.
When you add two numbers together.
Yeah, very good. Addition is finding a total or sum of two or more numbers. So now, does anybody want to take a guess at what an addition story problem might be? Yes.
Using like real world examples to add?
Yeah, correct. Addition's word problem is a math problem that tells us a story using real life situations to end up with a number that is greater than the numbers that we started with. So do you remember earlier this year when we were introduced to manipulatives? Were you using those? Does anybody want to tell me what a manipulative is? Yes?
Something that you can use to represent the numbers that we're adding.
Yeah, absolutely. The manipulative is used as a hands-on object to help represent something, just like you said. So today we're going to get the chance to use manipulatives to help us show the amounts we are given in our addition story problems. So who is excited to get started? Yeah, all right. So I'm going to start off here. We have two different types of addition story problems. However, today we're just going to be focusing on one, and it is adding two, which means that we have first given an amount that we start with, and then we are given a second number that we add to that amount that gives us a sum or an answer that is greater than both of the numbers we started with. So let's look at some examples of addition word story problems and try to identify our first number, and then we'll identify the second number, and we will use manipulatives to represent those numbers to find our answer. So these are the manipulatives we'll be using today. And I've already got the first story problem up on the board. So Sally has 3 blue gumballs. Her friend Sam gives Sally 2 red gumballs. How many gumballs does Sally have altogether? So I'm going to write the numbers up there as well as use manipulatives. So what's our first number? The first number that we're given in our story problem?
3.
Yes. 3. All right. So we have 3. So I'm going to go ahead and write 3 right there. And since we were adding, I'm going to add a plus sign. And now I'm going to put up 3 manipulatives to represent our 3 blue gumballs. So I have 1, 2, 3. All right. Where's our second number? Who wants to tell me what our second number we're using in the story problem is?
2.
2. Very good. So now we have 2. So I'm going to write 2 down here. And I'm going to put up 2 manipulatives to represent our 2. So we've got 1, 2. And now we want to know how many gumballs does Sally have all together. So right here we've got addition problem that we've seen before, we've done before, so this looks familiar. But now we have manipulative chips to represent these numbers. So do you guys want to count out loud with me as we count all our chips to see how many gumballs Sally has all together? Ready?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So my 3 plus 2 equals 5. So Sally's 3 blue gumballs plus the 2 red gumballs that she gets from Sam, she now has 5 gumballs all together, and we can see that with our manipulative chips that we use right here. We have our 3 blue and then the 2 red. So does anybody have any questions? Are we ready to move on and work together on some more?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I'm going to take these ones down. All right. So let's practice some more. Our next story problem, Jesus. Say Bob has 4 yellow pencils. Sarah gives Bob 3 blue pencils. So now we want to find out how many pencils does Bob have all together? Okay, so first, who wants to tell me what our first number is? Yep.
4.
4. That's right. Now would you like to come up and volunteer and put 4 yellow manipulatives on the board?
Thanks.
One, 2, 3, and 4. Wonderful. Thank you so much for your help. All right, so now we have our 4 yellow pencils, but now Sarah gives Bob 3 blue pencils. So our second number is 3. Who wants to come put 3 manipulatives on the board? Yeah, come on up. So you don't have to use different colors when you use with your manipulative chips, but it's a lot easier when you use different colors to be able to see our first number and our second number, so you're able to see the difference between these. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So now we have a problem right here. We have 4 plus 3, and we have 4 manipulatives for our 4 yellow pencils, and we have 3 blue for our 3 blue pencils. So let's all count together how many manipulatives we have. And is this one? All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So what's 4 plus 3?
7.
So how many pencils does Bob have all together?
7.
Very good, class. Should I do another example? Okay. All right, this one I'm not going to write on the board, but I'm going to read it out loud. So make sure you're using your listening ears and are listening very carefully to the story problem, all right? I'm going to erase this though first. All right, can I get 2 volunteers to come up here and help me with my next one? Come on up, you 2. All right, we're just gonna stand at the board. You're gonna be my Claire, and you're Sarah for today. Okay, so Claire has 3 sparkly pink pencils. So how many manipulatives do I want to give Sarah or Claire? 3. Or I can just use these ones. So here's 3. Pretend they're sparkly pencils. Now, Sarah gives 4 of her purple sparkly. She has 4 purple sparkly pencils. But she decides to give her 4 sparkly pencils to Claire. So Sarah gives 4 sparkly pencils to Claire. How many sparkly pencils does Claire now have? So we can see our manipulatives here, and let's all count them together.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. So she has 7 sparkly pencils. Thank you both so much. You did a great job.
Good job, guys.
So do we have any questions, class? As everybody understands, can I get a thumbs up? And if we don't understand, a thumbs down. All got thumbs up. Wonderful. So are we ready to do some independent practice?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So I'm going to be giving everybody a worksheet. The worksheet has 3 problems on it, and you're all going to be getting your own bag of manipulatives. What I want you to do with your worksheet is to read the problem, and I want you to use your manipulatives you can go ahead and set it either on your desk or on the worksheet to represent the numbers in the story problem. However, you're going to need a pencil because with your pencil, you're going to write down your answer in the space provided. Make sure we put our names at the top of the paper, and when you're all done, raise your hand. I'll be coming around to make sure that you have your manipulative chips represent the right numbers for the story problems, but I also want to hear an explanation as to why you did what you did and why you think you're right. Okay, does anybody have any questions? You ready to get started?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to share bags.
Okay.
Good job.
I always like these ones.
Okay.
These worked a lot better.